invented the 360 PRs. What I needed to do, everybody has the ability to sign a contract and to roll with whomever they want to roll. To roll with me, I needed to have a more skin in the game.
The drama surrounding Jay-Z seems to intensify with the latest revelations brought forward by Irv Gotti. According to Irv, Jay-Z might be involved in some seriously underhanded dealings aimed at undermining DMX, one of the most iconic figures in hip-hop.
I wasn't on the focus on the money. I never felt like I later found out that he laced blood with the crack. Why would you do that to a child?
The allegations are particularly striking given Jay-Z's public persona as a champion for the black community and his efforts to support fellow black artists. However, Irv's claims suggest a stark contrast, painting Jay-Z as someone who might have actively worked against DMX. The speculation doesn't stop at personal rivalries. It extends to the possibility of a coordinated effort involving Jay-Z and his mentor, music executive Leon Cohen, allegedly aimed at taking out DMX. Not in the literal sense of physical harm, but potentially sabotaging his career or influence in the music industry. This rumored plot gains an even darker tone, with suggestions that higher-ups in the music business, including legal professionals close to Jay-Z, could have facilitated DMX's downfall. DMX was known for his candidness about the music industry's exploitations, often criticizing the major record labels for controlling artists to a detrimental extent. His outspoken nature may have made him a target for those feeling threatened by his words and influence.
You know what I'm saying? The record label executive, it's like there's too much of that going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my motherfucking music. You know what I mean? Exactly. They want you all up under this, sitting going to dinner with them and like that.
Irv Gotti, coming into the narrative with his own set of explosive allegations, adds another layer to this intricate story. He accuses Jay-Z of harboring jealousy towards DMX, possibly acting on this envy in nefarious ways behind the scenes. Irv's personal experiences further complicate the narrative, claiming that Jay-Z, in collaboration with Diddy, might have gone as far as to frame him for a crime he didn't commit. This accusation is linked to a larger context where Irv and other black music moguls were allegedly trying to establish an all-black-owned music distribution company, which could have disrupted the status quo of the industry dominated by what they term culture vultures. These allegations, if true, could expose a web of deceit and betrayal at the highest levels of the music industry, highlighting conflicts that go beyond mere personal vendettas to touch on issues of systemic racial and economic control. As these stories unfold, they spark intense debate and scrutiny, urging fans and observers alike to question the narratives fed to them by media giants and to consider the complex dynamics that shape the music industry. However, Jay-Z and Diddy's mentors, Lear Cohen and Clive Davis, apparently weren't too happy about this big move. They supposedly cooked up a plan to stop Irv's ideas. But what's really going on with Irv's claims about Jay-Z possibly working against DMX? And is there any real proof to back up the rumors that Jay and Leor Cohen schemed to bring down DMX? Let's dig into it.
Jay used to watch me grind with X, and he was off with the Hitman. And then something strange happened when I made Get At Me Dog. I used to tell Leo in the midst of the whole staff, and I would tell him, yo, shut the fuck up, yo. I said, you work better when you shut up and get behind me.
Have you ever noticed that anyone who tries to reveal secrets about Jay-Z and Diddy ends up in trouble, either gone for good or called crazy? Take the famous DMX, for example. There are whispers that DMX wanted to call out Jay-Z and Diddy for allegedly working with the white-owned label Owens against their own black artists. In an interview that got attention again recently, DMX spilled the beans on Diddy and accused him of taking advantage of his artists financially.
Well, Locks got signed by it, even though I bought Locks were writers. They got signed, they were a safer group, outside of them. And it was a blessing and a curse because they were sure they were having a good time first. They were on the Benjamin and the chick one, but they made them jiggy and put them in suits and made them write lyrics for them and took all their publishing and, like, damn, I'm bad, we did that. And we went to, like, as soon as they got signed on D, like, yo, if you like the Locks, like Axis, like Big Dog, like those are the pops, like you luck.
And then in another interview, DMX shared how Diddy initially ignored him when it came to signing a deal at Bad Boy. But when Diddy heard about a better offer from Def Jam, he suddenly was very eager for DMX to stay. However, DMX didn't feel right about staying with Diddy because he thought there were some sneaky things happening at Bad Boy.
Maybe 2 weeks after I got signed up to him. He said, yo, I'll lace your pockets. I'll double they give you and lace your pockets. I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
But let's switch focus to Jay-Z. Because while there's a lot of talk about Diddy and his supposed misdeeds, Jay-Z isn't getting as much attention. It's like he's slipping through unnoticed while everyone is focused on Diddy. After DMX passed away in April 2021, Jay-Z appeared on LeBron James's show and said that even though there was competition between him and DMX, they still had respect for each other.
So there was a competitive thing, but it was big love. He was so competitive with me. I never met a human being more competitive with me, like ever. Not even my big brother. Like, no one.
But here's a detail that Jay-Z left out. According to DMX himself, it was actually Jay who was playing the competition game back in 2004. When Jay-Z became the president at Def Jam Records, taking over from Leon Cohen, things changed. You see, DMX had been a star for Def Jam, releasing 5 consecutive #1 albums from 1998 to 2003. But once Jay-Z took over as president, he started interfering with the release of DMX's 6th studio album, Year of the Dog, again.
You know, I said I had a crazy track record, Def Jam, everything was good. You know, I'm going to do a 6th album. And, you know, somebody else said so, yeah. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, DMX is running the building, like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. What happened? Niggas go on vacation and, you know, we don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, they don't know?
So, according to DMX, Jay-Z was planning a comeback and wanted to make sure no rivals stood in his way to the top.
Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label, now you're back rapping again. Okay. It's all good. It's all good.
This was the eye-opener for DMX. He realized that Jay-Z was willing to push anyone aside if it helped his own career. So, DMX decided to leave Def Jam. But here's something even more important. DMX's distrust in Jay ran even deeper, all tied to Jay's connections with influential but shady figures in the industry. Jay-Z and DMX had different ways of handling their business. Unlike Jay, DMX stayed true to his principles, openly criticizing how record labels tightly control artists. He refused to compromise his integrity for anyone.
Hey, they got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play me. Right. You know what I'm saying? The record label executive, it's like there's too much of that going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my motherfucking music. You know what I mean? Exactly. Now they want you all up under this, sitting going to dinner with them and like that, and all that favor for a favor shit. I don't get down like that. Look, I give you the music, you give me my money.
In 2005, DMX released the track The Industry, where he revealed some harsh truths about the music business. He rapped, "If you ain't got a strong mind, the industry will break you down. It's a matter of time." He described the industry as vultures with nothing to feed on. In another verse, he said, "The industry wants new artists to sell their souls," and added, "The industry doesn't care about you." But the industry couldn't exist without the artists.
The game is bullshit, and the game is bullshit. If you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game. You know what? Listen to a song I call The Industry. And that pretty much explains your thing with the industry. Man, it's not the same. The industry, it's not the game. The industry really is about.
Y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe button.
And to get in the industry just to find they don't fit in. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry's trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that. But I'm going to dress like this and talk like the industry.
Now, Jay-Z has been a player in the industry game from the start, and over time, he's faced many accusations of betraying his friends and partners. Take Dame Dash, for example, the co-founder of Rockefeller. He publicly claimed that Jay turned his back on him by getting too close to some controversial big names in the music industry. One of those big names is Leor Cohen, who Dame accused of using a divide and conquer strategy to dismantle Rockefeller.
When I first got with Leor, the first thing he did was try to make me have a beef with another black person on his behalf. And I was like, he's like, you with me, right? If you with me, then you gotta go to war. I said, bro, I got a lot of beefs on the street. You gonna go to war with me? Let's not do that. So there'd be times that he would be saying things, and like I'd be with like Beanie Siegel or something, and he'd say something that was so offensive, unknowing, unconsciously, just demeaning. And Beanie would be ready to knock him out, and I'd have to be like, I'd have to bark on him, so Beanie didn't do nothing. So you understand? I was like, I got it, don't worry. Like, he was just an offensive person. But what he couldn't understand.
Try new game, Relax Flings. It's not just a setting. It's a fun.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe, y'all. Tap that like button. Y'all hear DMX talking in there. He's speaking nothing but facts. Nothing but facts, man. He rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? But he said it before he, you know what I'm saying, even passed away. What Jay-Z and them was on.
Black people could only have black people working for them. When I would walk in and have anybody white in my staff, he'd go to the side and go, you okay? Let me know if they're bleeding or blink twice. I swear to God, I did that shit. Yeah, the blink twice, the napkin. He used to do it to everyone.
Leor Cohen has been involved in quite a few controversies over the years, and he's made several questionable remarks. In 2018, he appeared on The Breakfast Club and discussed the issue of drug use among rappers, expressing sadness about DMX's battles with addiction. However, when Charlemagne asked him why he continued to sign artists who promoted that lifestyle, Leor didn't hesitate. He bluntly said, that's just how the business rolls.
One of the biggest artists you ever had was had a real bad drug problem, DMX.
So sad. It's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
I'm saying that's hypocritical though.
It's opportunistic. Yeah, I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
And when he was asked about Dame's accusation of him being a culture vulture, Leor arrogantly brushed off the question.
I made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of
Come on, don't do that.
I don't know him. I really don't. So, I don't know what to tell you.
After Dame Dash heard about Leor Cohen's comments, he didn't hold back. He took to Instagram to express his thanks sarcastically to this liar Cohen for proving his point. Dame accused him of being a culture vulture, someone who profits off artists and then tries to rewrite their history, acting like the genuine influencers never existed. You might be wondering how this connects back to DMX. Rumors suggest that Leor was the mastermind behind Jay-Z's alleged interference in DMX's career. But things got even more intense after DMX's sad passing. When DMX was memorialized in Brooklyn on April 25th, 2021, Leor made some shockingly disrespectful remarks during the ceremony. He didn't attend in person, but sent a recording that started with respectful words for DMX, then shockingly called him a gremlin, and implied that his death was not surprising.
So the race against time was that we all know X is a gremlin and reckless and looking for a wall to crash into. X, if you listen to X, if you see X, his death is no surprise. If you listen to and you watched who and what X was.
Given that DMX openly struggled with addiction, airing such comments at his funeral was in poor taste, further proving Dame Dash's criticisms of Lior. Since Jay-Z has often referred to Lior as his mentor, it's clear why DMX was wary around Jay. But Jay's alleged actions don't stop there. There are also rumors about Jay and Diddy betraying Irv Gotti and other black record label owners to federal authorities, attempting to block their plans for an all-black-owned music distribution network. According to Irv Gotti, Suge Knight had a visionary idea to unite music artists across genres under one collective, arguing for the need of a union for artists which would provide essential benefits like healthcare and retirement plans, something not currently provided in the industry. Irv explained that the plan was to have record labels cover the initial union dues as part of recording budgets, which artists would then repay through album sales. This setup was intended to revolutionize the music industry by offering artists necessary benefits, leveraging their collective strength. Suge Knight highlighted in a 2002 speech at the West Coast Hip Hop Summit how major labels maintain control by owning the masters to artists' recordings. This system keeps artists in a continuous dependence on the labels, as most lack the leverage to reclaim ownership of their masters.
It's how many people want to have a union? How many people want to get together and say, okay, we're going to network. You got a deal at Universal and your points are too low. You got a deal at Universal and they got 1% of your posts. You got a deal at Sony and you don't own your masters, but it's your art. I'll tell you one other thing before you guys go, if you really want to know what's going on, is real plain and simple. A lot of record companies tell you that at the end of the day, you have the right to buy your masters back.
Suge Knight was direct in his call to action, challenging prominent figures in the music industry, including Diddy, to show solidarity and support for the proposed union of artists.
Where's Ja Rule? Where's Red? Where's Irv Gotti? Where's P. Diddy? I call him whatever you want to call him. Where's, I go on. Where's Pete? Where's Outkast? Where's the main of Pre? Where's the West Coast beat? But at the same time, they want to come out here and West Coast love. At the same time, when it's an East Coast summit, we out there. These old Hollywood wanna be fake. It's out there. So why they can't come the same report? Support that. I ain't idiot. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's cool.
This was at a time when Irv Gotti had not yet joined Suge's ambitious plan. Eventually, though, Chuck, likely Suge Knight, as inferred from the context, managed to gather support from nearly all the major players from black record labels, with notable exceptions being Jay-Z and Diddy. Rumors persist about Jay and Diddy having connections with federal authorities and other powerful figures. Diddy's backstory is particularly intriguing. Allegedly, his late father, Melvin Combs, was associated with the infamous Harlem drug lord Frank Lucas. Melvin's life ended tragically when he was murdered in 1972, a crime that remains unsolved. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has claimed that Melvin was killed by his own people for supposedly being an informant. There's also a chilling rumor that the bullets that tragically ended Biggie Smalls' life in 1997 were actually meant for Diddy.
Let's reminisce. Let's reminisce that night we was at Andre Harrell's house, and I told you that this cat was coming to kill us or try to get at us that night. I told you I had intel, but you didn't want to hear it. Let's reminisce the fact I told our driver, Kenny, run this next 3 lights. Run the light, Kenny. Kenny ran the light, Big stopped at the light. Big get killed. Wasn't meant for him, bro. Let's reminisce. Let's reminisce when you told Wolf's mother right after he died that you didn't owe him no $300,000, and he had delusion of the grants, and all he wanted to do was smoke the weed. Let's even go deeper than that, bro. Let's reminisce how you had people on the security team
And wreck.
5 people to testify against Sean. You a rat. I ain't gonna even put you in a category as a rat, dog. You worse than what your father was. Let me give you a little intel on him. You understand? That meeting that New York Freddie wanted to have you with you, Freddie Myers,
and tell you the real deal on your father? Let me give you something, dog. You would have died just like your father did that night if I wasn't in the car with you. You understand? Your father died because he was going to snitch and rat out his crew.
Regarding Diddy's alleged connections with federal authorities, there's speculation that this might be why he's managed to avoid repercussions for various questionable activities over the years. Some in the industry have tried to bring attention to these connections, including Kanye West. Kanye openly labeled Diddy as a Fed a year before Cassie initiated a lawsuit against him. Recall the incident in late 2022 when Kanye was effectively blacklisted after exposing certain power dynamics within the music industry. Following this, Diddy reached out to Kanye, requesting a face-to-face meeting. Kanye, wary of Diddy's intentions, declined and instead publicized their text exchanges. In one of these messages, Kanye provocatively dared Diddy to confront him, highlighting the tense and suspicious nature of their interactions. Diddy responded to Kanye's caution with a message suggesting a face-to-face meeting once he landed, asking for the address. However, Kanye felt uneasy, suspecting that Diddy might be setting him up. Despite Diddy's assurance of, "Don't feel threatened, you'll be fine, just love," Kanye remained skeptical. He retorted sharply, making it clear he saw this as more than just a personal meeting. He expressed his intent to use the situation to prove to those who had influenced Diddy to contact him that he couldn't be threatened or manipulated. Kanye reiterated these sentiments during his appearance on the Drink Champs podcast, accusing Diddy of being in league with federal authorities.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these, all you fake hard, you. Wait, no, hold on. All you fake hard, you. You know what I'm saying? I'll get, because you can't shoot nobody anyway, and the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that, and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my coat car.
Further emphasizing his independence, Kanye told paparazzi that unlike Diddy and other artists, he could not be controlled because he hadn't committed serious crimes like some in the industry allegedly had.
Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boosie, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they're dealing, they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? They never killed nobody.
America, we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights.
Man. So much stuff going on in the industry, it don't make no sense. And it's still going on in the industry. Just a little bit worse probably now. Just a little bit worse. It don't make no sense. Jay-Z and Diddy. Jay-Z turned next.
Suggesting that even they are controlled by the industry puppet masters.
They control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But no, you, man.
But they can't control me.
No,
You see,
you.
it ain't no name I'm on that. It's up.
Now, Kanye also brought up Jay-Z and Beyonce in his comments, suggesting that they too were under the influence of industry manipulators. The conversation around Jay-Z intensified with discussions about his decision to appoint Desiree Perez as the CEO of Roc Nation, considering her reported past as a federal informant.
Alright. Remember when Jay-Z said this?
I think we passed kneeling.
Let me play again. This time, look at the reaction of the lady sat just behind him. The reason why she's worried about how Jay would respond is because she's the CEO of Roc Nation. But in her former life, she was a federal informant. In 1994, Desiree Perez was arrested for bringing 35 keys of Griselda Blanco to Miami. She agreed to wear a wife for the DEA. Quick side note, Desiree Perez is the name Dame Dash refused to say on this purpose club interview.
What you have certain friends, we don't even talk about no more where I'm from.
Now, around that same time, Jay-Z and Perez spearheaded Roc Nation's prison reform initiative with Meek Mill. I guess that hard work paid off. Because on the 19th of January 2021, this list was released. Desiree Perez's criminal past had just been wiped clean by the outgoing president, Donald Trump.
This appointment was controversial, sparking widespread discussion after the New York Daily News highlighted Desiree's background in 2015. Dame Dash, appearing on the Sway in the Morning show, expressed deep concerns about Jay-Z's intentions, especially given the experiences of their mutual friends and associates with federal law enforcement, including Rockefeller co-founder Kareem Biggs Berg. This move by Jay-Z was seen by Dame as particularly alarming, indicating a potential unsettling connection between Roc Nation and federal authorities.
But the paper did scare me, and I was like, I had to be some truth to it. Is when I read about his affiliation with, informing, that he's a business for certain people. And it's tricky for me to say, but just based on where I'm from, I can't have nothing to do with that. That part of it scares me, because I know Biggs is in jail. I know Irv Gotti, for years he didn't do. I know they were with me for years. So it just means I need to stay over here. My man's in jail for 3 years over a week. The feds is really on me. It's not like they're not. And where I'm from, that is not tolerated at all.
Returning to the idea of an all-black-owned music distribution company, Irv Gotti and Jay Prince discussed how federal interference had disrupted this ambitious plan. This federal involvement was dramatically illustrated in January 2003, when federal agents raided the offices of Murder Inc. in New York. Subsequently, Irv and his brother Chris were hit with charges of money laundering, underlining the serious challenges and opposition faced by those attempting to change the structure and ownership dynamics within the music industry. Facing a potential 20-year prison sentence, the brothers managed to clear their names, with Irv asserting that the charges were part of a setup aimed at thwarting their efforts to revolutionize the music industry through their unionization plans. This narrative points to a larger, ongoing struggle within the industry regarding control and ownership. As for Jay Prince, he disclosed an alarming encounter with the DEA in the 1990s. He claimed that an agent named Jack Schumacher was assigned to him, not just to surveil or arrest him, but to threaten his life. Prince's subsequent investigation into this agent uncovered a disturbing history of violence, including multiple killings. Amid these revelations, questions persist about Jay-Z and Diddy's potential involvement in undermining an all-black-owned music company. According to Gene Deal, there is extensive documentation at Bad Boy Records that allegedly indicates Diddy's significant cooperation with federal authorities.
When Puff, Kirk Burrows, that's the other person that was with him, they go up to the feds for all his paperwork, you understand? And I mentioned this before. You understand? They not only talking about the extortion stuff, they talking about how they trying to be made to have this what you call this promotion, this distribution thing.
Further complicating Jay-Z's image, Gene also mentioned that many people believe Jay-Z assisted the feds.
Now other people coming out talking about it, they put Jay-Z was a part of it. They telling their story, and it all is coincide what we said years ago.
So Jay-Z, he told you?
They said years ago, man. They said years ago. What are they gonna do? They're gonna do whatever. Yo, listen to me. They're the reason why rap in New York went down the drain. They made sure that these young cats didn't come up with platforms and didn't come up with situations.
Adding to this controversy, an interview with Irv Gotti has resurfaced, where he claims Jay-Z was extremely jealous of DMX. He even said that Jay and Leor Cohen would mock DMX, doubting his potential to succeed.
First meeting I ever had, I was like, we gotta sign DMX.
And that's fucked up.
I remember when I left the office, Tina Davis said, she knew what I wanted to sign DMX. She said, DMX don't sell. Your ass is fired. Jay and Dame did not believe in DMX. Jay would be like, you think he's better than me? And I'd be like, he's nice just like you. I said, if you look in the hood, there's less like you and more like him. Yeah, but he don't want to live that. He's depressing, guy. And I said, I don't give a. So Jay used to watch me grind with X, and he was off with the Hitman. And then something strange happened when I made Get At Me Dog. You remember at the beginning of the video, it's the Harleys, DMX, live with the tongue. I don't even remember the tongue. The phone massive was doing, and then I put that sound bite. Let's take it back to the streets, mother. The video's flashing, You know, your eyes, it caused change. And now, there's no more shiny suits. We back to the hood, and X is the leader of this revolution. I used to put on the wall, a triangle with 5. And he was like, they used to clown me. And they used to be like, who's gonna buy his records, Gotti? Chihuahuas, he's barking. No one wants to hear that bullshit. And I'm like, yeah. It's 05. There was no more writing on the walls. It was, yeah, and get behind me. I used to tell Leo in the midst of the whole staff, and I would tell him, shut the fuck up, yo. I said, you work better when you shut up and get behind me. Now this is what we doing. And he would shut up.
This has led fans to rally behind DMX, seeing these narratives as validation of his long-standing grievances with industry figures. Following DMX's death, some fans and commentators have gone so far as to suggest that it was an industry sacrifice, citing a statement he made about knowing who would be responsible if something happened to him. A particular fan remarked, "Rest in peace, DMX. This brother was on live and he told us if anything happens to him, who to blame? Yet, we still think another way. No, he was killed, but people with money know this. And they have the nerve to sweep it under the rug for now. Because what's done in the dark will come to light. You are missed. Love you still." Another added, "I've been saying at the end, DMX wasn't getting high. He was sober as a fish out of water. When the industry knows your past or weakness, they will exploit it later when they're tired of you, or you become a threat to their agenda." These discussions stir a mix of grief, suspicion, and unresolved questions among fans and observers. What do you think? Did jealousy drive Jay-Z to conspire against DMX? Is there something more to the story of DMX's untimely death? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video for more insights.
Let me ask, the moment he went on Club Shay Shay and did what he did,
Ooh,
that's
and
what
she
you,
just spilling it
that's
all.
the catch.
Jaguar White, whoa, baby. She ain't holding nothing back.
And I'm so grateful
Nothing.
that I was there, kicking in that door, so he could just blow it down.
That's it.
There's an effort. I'm surprised people ain't catching on yet. I'm never loud when Kanye's loud. J.G.'s never loud when I'm loud. But if we're running in tandem, somehow, everything that we're saying, even though we don't speak, is always corroborating each other. I can't wait. I can't wait for everybody to find out what's really been going on in the background. It's just, not yet.
Jaguar Wright has long been vocal about the misdeeds within the music industry, but the recent allegations against Diddy have ignited her to speak out more boldly than ever.
There were video girls there. They were dancing.
But they got the Scooby-Doo on the side of the TV. Damn.
Michael Rappaport. The one who's beefing with KD. With Kevin Durant. You see, no, Michael Rappaport, the actor, he played Remy in Higher Learning. Oh.
Just said it was the athlete.
Yeah, he was there at the party.
She seems determined not to rest until Diddy is held accountable for his actions. Actions she believes are extensive and grave.
Whether it's the last second.
That woman don't hold back nothing. Nothing. And that's one thing somebody said earlier, which is true. And I'm like, that came to my attention. She's saying all this stuff about these people, and not yet one person came forward like, no, it's not true. I'ma sue you for saying what you said.
Has opted
not one.
records primarily as a vehicle to enhance his own image while suppressing the success of others.
He said, the objective of Bad Boy is to kill talent. We don't want talent because they're bad boys. Talented motherfuckers think they gotta say. Oh, a talented motherfucker will tell you, I'm gonna turn in my album when I feel like it. He said, but see, if we get people with no talent.
And that's the truth.
And then we make them look like
And that's the truth. They be out there on that.
Total control.
Yeah.
Because without us, they can't be the shit.
Yeah.
He said, this is how we're gonna run this label. And we're gonna run these motherfuckers into the ground. I'm gonna make all of you rich.
That's
and
crazy.
that was his fucking pep talk.
That's crazy.
At the Kit Kat Club in 1996 to his interns, who are now mostly, executives at Bad Boy.
So that explains making a band, bringing unknowns, not.
Now, as the walls seem to be closing closing in on Diddy. Wright is not just focused on him, but also wants to expose everyone who was complicit in his alleged activities.
Chad, if you could talk to Diddy right now at this moment, what would you tell him?
Take that. Everything you got coming.
Damn, take that.
I ain't got shit else to say to that punk made bitch.
Ooh.
You wanna know what it's like to know that somebody the devil, watch them be the devil, tell everybody for decades that that's the devil.
Damn.
And you gotta see him be the devil before you willing to believe it. And all of that is possible thanks to the whack bitches. Drum roll! Mary J. Blige, whack bitch. Jennifer Lopez, whack bitch.
Damn.
Carisha, please, whack bitch.
In fact,
Damn.
what Diddy still up to
Well,
in dark
damn.
place? Because he's just not afraid of the law, considering that he's trying his best to shift the blame and attention to other people like he has in the past.
Genshin, like, is there anything that he could do?
Yeah, he can die. He can die. Because he ain't never gonna stop. He's never gonna stop. I bet you freaking off right now.
Oh.
He's addicted. And he has enough dirt on everybody to believe that there's still enough people in power to protect him. But the problem is, you got people like Gloria Allred running around. Have y'all heard?
No, go ahead, please.
Interesting things happening in LA. Gloria Allred got herself something in her nose.
Damn.
She's hunting rap perverts now. And for some reason, she's interested in going after Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Why? Aubrey the one that ran. And Kendrick is not a pedophile. So why would you be trying to charge them both?
Hell.
Including those infamous free golf parties at his estate. Her accusations extend beyond Diddy. She argues that other prominent figures like Jay-Z have engaged in similar misconduct.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up.
Who else thinks that?
Why is everyone having such a hard time
seeing that? Who else think that?
He lined up behaving,
Damn.
stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity.
Damn.
He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love.
Wow.
Lined up R. Kelly.
Oh, damn.
He wants to be the one.
Shout out D. Haven. He actually hit us up, wanted to tell this story.
You need to talk to D. Haven.
According to Wright, as the heat intensifies around Diddy, Jay-Z is also scrambling to protect himself from the fallout.
Hey, young man. Come on over. My husband just wants to touch you for a little while on camera. I promise you, you won't feel a thing. Sniff this.
Hell no.
Okay. So,
Really? You stand on red carpets with and you sell an image of lies. Then you influence the public and ask the public to covet and want your life. Who was that?
Wright's accusations don't stop with Diddy and Jay-Z. She also implicates Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, alleging that they too are aware of the industry's debauchery and went as far as to let Diddy have his way with their son Jaden.
Jada Pinkett has written a book where she reveals that multiple times she tried to commit suicide.
I don't know why she keeps trying. She just get good.
Damn.
Don't be bad at everything.
Shit.
She was an alright actress. She was a terrible wife. She was a bad mother. Okay. Who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it? Bilal told me everything. Bilal told me. Jay, he told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child.
Damn.
Yes, he did. What about he left that out of his Tosh K interview? He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith raped Jaden.
Oh my
And
Lord.
Bashir and he raped Meek Mills, and you know Bilal.
Oh my
Additionally,
Lord.
Wright believes that individuals like Orlando Brown have adopted eccentric or erratic public personas as a strategy to continue exposing the misconduct of figures like Diddy and Jay-Z without facing retaliation. According to her, whatever Brown has said regarding Diddy is entirely credible, and her support for these claims is unwavering.
It's been working for Orlando Brown. Why wouldn't it work for Wendy?
To play crazy.
Why wouldn't it work? The bourgeois.
No, then you gave me the
Hell no. I remember that video, watching that video.
Spend time with him.
That was
Highly
crazy.
intelligent. Imagine
That was
what it's
crazy.
been like to wear this character for this long. As a character. Actually, the shit he does online is the best acting he does.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course he
Damn,
is.
damn.
Major pain in his ass, literally, since he was a kid.
Jaguar Wright's passionate pursuit of truth and justice paints a picture of an industry rife with exploitation and manipulation, where powerful figures have long evaded accountability. Her determination to bring these issues to light suggests a deep commitment to exposing the systemic ABs within the music and entertainment sectors. Jaguar Wright is well aware.
What would it take for Jay-Z to go down like Diddy did? I don't know. But I got an idea that Evan Rogers is going to help me figure that out.
And who is Evan?
Evan was the producer who only seemed to work on teeny bopper projects, who discovered Rihanna at 3 a.m. in the morning in a hotel room on the island where she comes from, with no parental supervision. And she was put on a private plane, a minor, from one country to another, without parental supervision. And she ended up in a boardroom with Mr. Khan, without parental supervision. Y'all got young children, would you just let this daughter leave and go to a whole other country with some motherfucking niggas you don't know?
Absolutely not.
Doing talent shows at 3 a.m.
So you're saying that the rumors are true? There are rumors circulating that Rihanna was actually trafficked here.
Damn.
You're saying that
Doesn't
that's...
it sound that way? Because a daddy ain't show up till 24 hours later to pick up a $500,000 check for his daughter's ass.
Let's get real.
Bad business. Bad business. What's been going on in the industry? All corrupt, all crooked. Snake in the grass, needs to be cut. Type shit. It's like, oh my God. And then Diddy, you up here taking people kids, and while you all up here talking about some you adopting kids. You don't need to be adopting nobody.
A child bride with a crown over her head.
Yeah.
Blood smeared on her face. I don't know. I don't know if people see SOSs anymore. I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it.
You wanna know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you?
I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. That Cassie shit, that's nothing.
Damn.
I'm saying Sean Carter.
What else is in the damn, in the works, in the makings? What else gonna come out?
Just like Diddy.
That Rob situation going on too. I ain't heard nothing else about that one.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be the women that get them in the end. And I think it's time for him to start speaking up about his very good friend. Just 9 months ago, you were singing his praises. All that he's done for the culture. And how you gotta be crazy like Diddy to make it. Then you didn't want to sit next to him at the Grammys. Told everybody that he had cooties.
And you didn't want him coming to your party you invite everybody to.
Which is your favorite event? Because that's how you line up who you gonna use around and shit. Like y'all deal with Clarence Avon. I'm gonna get you. And I told you I would. And I'm gonna keep my word.
Her determination to bring these issues to light suggests a deep commitment to exposing the systemic ABs within the music and entertainment.
And it's the truth. She is exposing every last one of them and putting new stuff out about people that people didn't even hear about, know about, because she was also in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes and cameras. She was in it. She got pictures with a lot of them.
For poems, for comment.
Yeah, you told us. You told us.
You put the boost to that girl.
He did what?
And you put a lie to life.
Jaguar Wright is well aware of the numerous allegations against Diddy, including the AB he reportedly inflicted on his former partners, such as Kim Porter and Cassie.
People ask, why do they stay? How could she leave? We just watched her trying to escape on camera. And it triggered that animal to jump up ass naked with a towel on and successfully punch her down a hallway, drag her like trash, and then throw large glass objects at her.
Sickening motherfucker.
He did that in a hotel where he knew cameras were. Imagine what the fuck he did at home.
That's all on camera too. He recorded the shit. He recorded himself. And ain't gonna sit up there and wanna sit up there and fucking do an apology, talking about something I don't know. Whatever the fuck got into him, whatever the fuck you thought you said. You know what I'm saying? You knew what you did. Why did it take for someone to have a lawsuit on your ass for you to apologize to somebody? Say, oh, that behavior wasn't me. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. Leave the motherfucking drugs alone. Leave the motherfucking drugs alone. Fuck out here. Drugs is a motherfucking boy.
Jaguar is now alleging that Jay-Z is actually a lot worse than P. Diddy. He just was smarter and calculated. Jaguar alleges that Jay-Z also plays a part in grooming young girls in the early 90s, such as Foxy Brown and Aaliyah McHugh, and you know who else, but I can't say her name because her fans are going to go crazy in my comments. Take a look.
I think everybody that knows Sean Carter knows that he will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. Look at how he did Dame.
Damn.
Like, I don't give a fuck if you wanted to get away from your homie, if you wanted to get away from your partner. But to do it the way he did it, it's malicious.
Damn. Right? Because I was sure sitting up there like, damn, didn't he have a partner?
No.
That kind of looked like him, but a little bit shorter than him? Dame Dash. Right, Dame Dash. Man.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why you moved his ass around and out of Rockefeller so tough and then just moved right over to Def Jam.
Uh-huh.
By the way, wasn't this all around the time when Aaliyah died?
Yeah.
Damn.
And Beyonce's solo career was struggling?
Damn.
Damn on your horn now, that fucking bullshit.
Damn. Right, because she dropped Destiny Child and went single.
Some of the worst shit out. They were having a hard time taking her solo. And then Aaliyah
She messed up a lot of people's careers. Right.
Right. She liked posing with him.
Right.
For page 6. Aaliyah didn't. She fell in love with Dame. And Aaliyah's gone.
May she rest in peace.
You have to start asking yourself questions after being in this business for this long. If you're a halfway intelligent person, when do you start questioning how lucky some motherfuckers keep getting?
It's understandable that Wright would be deeply affected by the recently leaked surveillance footage that allegedly shows Diddy's aggressive behavior.
You know, it was Snoop. And Snoop, man. Because I never wanted to believe it. You hear whispers throughout the years and you think that people are, and Snoop and I have always had a decent rapport, even though he f***ed me over. I understood why he did it, and I never held him to it. You know, you and Martha Stewart rocking out on the cookie with it. She was supposed to have been me and you, but, you know, whatever. You know. But Snoop got some answering to do. Because if you were capable of doing what they're saying that you did to Tupac, why would we believe that you were capable of doing it to Nick because he was about to eclipse you?
Wow.
Dang. All of your fucking secret meetings with Diddy and y'all fucking knew that they put Lauren on him.
Wow.
See, I know Lauren London. Lauren London used to sing backgrounds for me back in the day.
What?
You didn't know that, did you?
No, you didn't.
Lauren London used to be one of my background singers. She fell in love with my keyboard player. His name is Omar Edwards. Omar went on to play for Jay-Z after me, after leaving my band.
Damn.
Omar Edwards got Lauren London on to American Idol, which put her in position to meet Nipsey, and then she dumped Omar, who loved her madly, for Nipsey out of nowhere.
Wow.
All those Spin Diddy parties. All of the support that Snoop has for Honeycomb. You've been moving niggas out the way, Snoop, allegedly.
Wright has also been vocal about her view of the entertainment industry as a particularly harsh environment for women. She describes it as a dark place where women are often misled into believing they will find success and fame, only to be exploited. According to Wright, these individuals are led to think they are advancing their careers, but in reality, they are being manipulated and used, serving the interests of others rather than their own.
The first woman to uncover the homo thugs. She talking about Diddy. That's what these damn little bitches was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people,
Yeah.
blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes is that him? Or is that
Shout out to Wendy Williams.
This stark portrayal by Wright highlights a systemic issue within the industry, where exploitation and the AV of power are rampant.
Is he protecting people people are protecting him?
Oh no, he's selling it because he needs the cash.
This back to school, your favorite Baby Bell snack heroes are back in action with some familiar friends to help the entire family embrace all the things the season brings. With snack.
Not good, not good, not good at all. This what you call a whole bunch of mess.
Got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor. Went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj,
They say
Rihanna.
that Jaguar Wright says that P. Diddy sold a tape that took place in the Calabas for $500 million that includes people like Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, and Drake. Most people praise these false idols, and it's good to see them getting exposed. Everybody getting exposed. Everybody is getting exposed, and all their business is on the fucking internet, and it is ridiculous. Some shit you gotta have. Some shit you just don't put out on the internet. Everybody knows that, but people still do it. People still do it. Everybody getting exposed.
You know,
y'all gonna see lawsuits coming from all type of motherfucking places just for people to take responsibility for their actions. Maybe they start lawsuiting motherfuckers, they'll stop doing this shit. Maybe they start locking people up for doing this shit, which is not legal. Maybe they'll stop doing this shit. What is that? No, I don't need
practices at the highest levels of celebrity. Wright has also been a longtime critic of Jay-Z, holding him accountable for actions she perceives as harmful and deceptive within the industry. Her scrutiny extends to Beyonce as well, pointing towards the complexity of Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship history. According to Wright, their relationship might not just be as it appears on the surface, but entangled with deeper, more problematic industry issues. These statements from Wright paint a picture of an entertainment industry riddled with hidden agendas and manipulation, where personal relationships are also potentially implicated in broader controversies and ethical dilemmas.
How is this not social PTSD?
Yeah, you have a point. I mean, they talk about when Whitney died. And how while she was dead in the tub floating, they were partying downstairs, upstairs.
And Diddy was throwing the keynote, he was the keynote speaker.
My thing is, remember when she read it, had to give that note to Brandy and Monica?
Yeah, after somebody tried to drown her in a pool.
That's what I'm saying. She said it was trying to
throw. Like, you got me. I was waiting for your start. I'm doing the bodyguard too as soon as you go.
Now, he broke down on his channel that Monica had did a music video like a few months before Whitney got killed and had Whitney on a t-shirt that she was wearing randomly. It was weird. It was just weird. Very strange.
The signs were there.
He's another good tuber to me. Storm. I started watching him as well because he real. I like his content is what it is. I like his content.
Responsible for the lies like,
Not to mention Elias' sudden death. The Rock was held Jay-Z accountable for many years now for good reason.
God, everybody want to know if Aaliyah dying was a sacrifice.
Of course it was. Mary J. Blige said it first.
Oh.
On 106 in Park. With Free and AJ. And then had the audacity to go straight into autocorrect and blame her for it. Blame her for her own demise. Well, the truth is, you were terrified. Hank Williams about why he didn't want Lee to get on Lenny Kravitz's very, very, very wonderful and safe plane to get on a janky one that he forced her on. Which, by the way, she didn't get on willingly. She was drugged and carried on.
Why did no one ask Connie? What was so great about that piece of shit fucking soul plane? And why couldn't she walk on it by herself?
Cool, big.
Why did she have to be carried?
She was terrified to get on that plane.
Damn.
Told Dana it didn't look right.
Yep.
Didn't understand why demands were made by the director for her to go on something that definitely didn't look better.
Damn.
And more importantly, what gave
calling you out.
We've been here before.
Damn.
Right.
3.5 years ago.
Literally.
We need to talk to Hype Williams.
And we need to reopen that case.
Absolutely.
If there's nothing to hide, it shouldn't be a problem to reopen it.
Not at all. Not at all. Rather than quickly tying up loose ends.
Yep.
In fact, she thinks that Jay-Z and Beyonce are just like Diddy, who's a murderer to get rid of anybody and everybody who threatens their power.
So the sex tape with MC and Beyonce was real.
Of course it was real. All the tapes was real.
How many times she got it?
Definitely 40 of them. They buy it out all the time. It's like they keep it out of disclosure. And it don't ask.
My God.
Damn.
Check out. Jackie has made their money. Sure as shit wasn't off of music.
Oh my God.
When they ran that train on them. They had no tape.
They ran a train on Destiny's Show?
Yeah.
What?
That's something when they was all on a tour together. And then the tour instantly ended. And they said it was because Destiny's Child was going out on the road with the Backstreet Boys. And they tried to whitewash it all over. And Michael Wright did the big, I think that's his name. Michael Wright, the manager for the Backstreets and the N-Fakes and the Britneys. Look at how they lost it. I love it. Anyway, you know, so they put that whole thing together and they tried to make it seem like they ended the tour because of the white tour. But the truth is, they needed a good excuse to explain why, you know, this man got signed, a couple million got passed around, things got going. Yeah. That's right.
Damn.
It's right.
You know, January don't be in no rush to put out no music.
No, they don't.
And they can afford to do it all themselves. I guess they have a nice backroom.
Now, some people saying it was because of Matthew Knowles trying to them girls.
I mean, you try to do anything. Trump pounds back, he was stuff. Hey, folks, that wasn't nothing but a corporate hostile takeover using his life as a goddamn. Oh my God.
What the fuck?
R.P. Takeover.
What the what? Yes. Rest in peace. What the what?
To cover up the fact that Rock Nation was ripping Megan away from 300.
Wow.
I guess nobody's paying attention to the fact that complete control of Megan Thee Stallion's career was taken over right after Takeoff died.
Wow.
And the Prince family were forced to leverage and let her go, even though they did not want to.
Wow.
Here's the politics.
And I'm not saying allegedly.
Oh.
I'm saying Sean Carter, you're
Oh boy.
taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough. Why the fuck did that house burn up? Who the fuck goes to their childhood house for a visit and the shit goes up in flames?
Damn.
That was very weird.
And still, no real investigation on how the house just went up in flames. I guess they paid y'all off. Like they paid y'all off for that fucking Astro World shit.
It's so difficult to reflect.
This what I was talking about.
Darkest times in your life.
This what I was talking about. Now he wanna apologize.
I was fucked up.
Thompson, I was fucked up.
I mean, I hit rock bottom. And I make no excuses.
You trying to make an excuse, boy.
It's inexcusable.
You trying to make an
I take
excuse.
full responsibility for my act.
And y'all, they got a P. Diddy lookalike out there. A P. Diddy lookalike. Shake my head, baby.
When I did it, I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy.
You need more than that.
Go into rehab.
You need more than that.
I had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
It might help you a little bit,
So
but
sorry.
you need a lot. Yeah, you are.
I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Cause I'm
I'm truly sorry.
Then this nigga told my he wanted receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother name.
Damn.
That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Big ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Black Mac can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else, you made sign paperwork so they can talk about what I'm talking about.
Damn.
I'm the only one with the guts.
Hit it, man.
Sign it, nigga.
Get it.
Cause I ain't need the money.
Uh-oh.
All honey ain't good money.
Uh-oh.
Remember that. Remember
I'm gonna tell you why.
Uh-oh.
If the devil can use him aggressively, then I want you to know God can use me aggressively. Confusion is because for years, these guys have organized a mass organized effort to slander my name behind the scenes. So every time I say something, you just...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mace put him out there like that? Uh-oh. And I sure was wondering, like, in the 1990s and stuff, that song they did together, you know what I'm saying, that hit the charts. It hit the charts. And like after that, I didn't hear nothing or see nothing else from Mace. And I wonder why. I see why. I see why. On that note, with him doing business with P. Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I know he you know, like he just said, he gonna still stand on his 2 feet, regardless. He gonna stand on his.
For it. I'm up for it. I'm anointed for it.
Why do you think T.D. Jakes was at Daddy's birthday party?
Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party. There could only be 2 reasons: money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties. Money and
Hey, you wouldn't believe what the feds just found out. Diddy and Mace met back in the late 90s when Mace was just starting his rap career. Diddy saw dollar signs and signed him to Bad Boy Records. Together, they cranked out mega hits like Mo Money Mo Problems and Feel So Good. But hold up, because things got seriously twisted when Diddy tried to pull Mace into a sex cult.
You think that I'm a scumbag that would ever steal anything? My name is Diddy, Sean Combs. I never took nothing from nobody a day in my life. All I've ever given is opportunity
Look at him. Look at him. Man,
more money than a person was making. So when I hear like, or I see things, and I'm like, wow, this vibe that they got on me, like I'm Big Red or something. I can't.
And then he want to say somebody owes him something. That's the reason why we ain't seen. I ain't seen them together.
The narrative like that happen with so many different people. Because people have this thing called the tap out button.
Tap out.
When you get to a certain point,
tap out,
and the money is running low, you gotta run this hustle to try to find somebody to blame. You know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody's pointing the finger and blaming you.
So we are gonna do a special, a retrospective with all the artists, and we're gonna get this narrative clear. You know, just in general, you know, the Mace thing. You know, I did 1 album with Mace. 1 album. How much money do you think I always got? 1 album. And then he became a fake pastor.
Right, a one-hit maker. A one-hit maker. You wonder why? Because Mace, a real man, think through all that shit. That's what it was. That's what it was. And I always just wonder, like, why they split up in a puffy ass suit? They were doing their thing in that video. Come on, man. Come on, after that.
How much money does, and I'm just asking, how much money does somebody like a Mace owe you? Because you know what? They owe me $3 million. That's facts. I got the receipt.
Facts, not the receipt.
Did the album, never delivered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to go back and forth with Mace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth with
I know you ain't.
I'm just going to, if I'm here, I'm going to speak up for myself. I'm going to speak up for myself now. You know what I'm saying? What would the lot say? Like, I spoke to the lot. Yeah, I told the lot. They going to help me clear it up. They know what I mean? People, the truth going to be the truth.
Well, Mace didn't want to be Diddy's concubine.
Exactly.
Diddy tried to have him killed. He locked Mace in a hotel, knowing some dangerous people were coming to avenge Tupac's death.
That's crazy.
That's pretty insane, right?
A few weeks ago,
That's
he went
crazy.
viral over some comments he made about the night that Biggie got killed. He said that after Biggie got killed, over 70 Bloods went to his hotel room looking for him to try to kill him. And he said that she was the only one that came to his hotel room to get him.
Well, Mace, you know, was involved. And when I seen Mace driving around in California with Stevie J and this other guy in a drop-top white Benz, you know, I flipped on him. I was like, yo, my man, you from Harlem. Don't you know these cats out here will tear your head down to the white meat? What's wrong with you? It's not sweet out here, bro. Then Mace said, yeah, I know. And he told me about the basketball game or something that he went to. And how they was telling him that they wanted Big and Puff, and he was all right. He was good. So Mace did not show up to the party the night Big got murdered. He said he was in the room with Brandon. Right? I called Mace that morning, and me and Mace spoke, and then he was telling me all the bloods and everything that was out there. So I was with a couple of dudes that was from Black Hands, which is a part of the Black Gorilla Mafia. You know what I mean? And we just went to the end of his hallway. He said there was a lot of bloods out there. There's some dudes out there I wasn't recognized. You know, I recognized, but I don't think it was. You know, he said it was like 70. When I got there, it wasn't that many dudes out there like that. But he could have seen 70, 17, 20, 30. When you think somebody trying to get you, niggas is running the hallways because they know Bad Boy was staying there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes. So
hell yeah.
When I got there with my team and everything, dudes who came to the hospital with us, we was good. So all we had to do was put them in a cab or car service where he can go where he had to go. And that was it. To me, it wasn't nothing. You gotta understand when you scared and you see, you know, a bunch of dudes. Well, he said it was 70, 30, 20, 10. You in fear of your life.
The night that Biggie Small died, where were you and what did you do in the aftermath right after Biggie Small died?
Where was I?
I just started watching this show too.
That sounds like a TVD question.
They was involved. I guess they knew everybody Bad Boy was out there.
Oh yeah, I was in the hotel. I was actually in the hotel with a young lady.
And when you heard this information, what was your next actions?
My next actions? What happened after what?
When you heard Biggie died, did you stay in your hotel room? Did you leave out? Did you want to go back to New York?
I actually was trapped in the hotel.
Now I want to ask a question. What do you mean trapped?
It was about probably like 70 or so bloods in the hallway. I couldn't even leave my room.
How'd you get out?
One of the guys.
Why would it be 70 bloods in your hallway after Biggie Small stuff?
Actually, after Big got killed, they was probably looking for more Bad Boy artists. And I couldn't even leave the room till Gene Dill, one of the officers, had to come get me.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
So I was left in LA.
Yeah, man.
And from that day, I always say, you know, I'm not here.
When you say you was left, what do you mean you was left?
Like I was
Who left you?
Came there with people. I didn't leave with those people. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Find your way home. This situation, because you must be saving this for the book. How did you eventually get out the hotel? Where did you go when Gene came to pick you up? How'd you get back to New York or the East Coast or whatever?
To my recollection, I think we had to go to Vegas or something.
There you have it. That's where Mace was at. And that's what happened in the aftermath of Biggie Small's death.
Well,
we got info up here, stats. It's time for the movie, man.
Yeah.
And no Keefy did.
And that's real talk. I like the way it is what it is. That's they logo. It is what it is.
When it get crazy, amen for itself.
I got your back, bro.
Yeah.
I'll take one for you, pause, man. My nigga, man. I ain't gonna leave you.
That kind of made me the way I think. So
I got your back, man. I dig it. Yo, listen, let me tell you something. When me and Mace was getting this together, Mace was coming to me like, niggas ain't gonna be playing with me. I'm like,
For real. For real, Joe.
Nah, Kim, I don't know where we stand at. Yo, like, but you gotta take into consideration to what he's been through as well. So I was like, yo, let me get this shit done so they ain't barking on me like that, man. I'm not like that, bro. So I dig that 100%.
In 2017, everyone was surprised when these two artists got back together for the Bad Boy Family Reunion Tour. It was a moment of redemption and closure for both of them. Sadly, this didn't last long. Right now, Mace is happy to see Diddy's downfall, and he isn't even trying to hide his feelings about it.
Y'all see how them two people were different? Them look like two different Diddies. I'm gonna rewind. Hold on. I got to. I apologize, but I got to. Hold on. Watch this. That look like two different Diddies, yo.
2017, everyone was surprised when these two artists got back together for the Bad Boy Family Reunion Tour. It was a moment of redemption and closure for both of them. Sadly, this didn't last long.
That looked like a totally different
Mace is
person,
happy to
man.
see Diddy's downfall,
That
and he
looked
isn't
like
even trying
Diddy.
to hide his feelings about it.
It's Mace and
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yo, I'm doing good, man. Reparations is getting closer and closer. I'll be sure to give you your percentage.
I got nothing to do with that money. That's all yours, man. I was on the next boat. Yeah, man. Closer and closer,
Closer and closer. The big payback.
This has been the last year's really kind of been the big payback for you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You kind of last week. You went Destiny. Yeah, Destiny. You know what happened yesterday, right?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm trying to say. It's going crazy.
What happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the stuff.
Dang.
When did you see that happen?
Oh, yesterday was the anniversary of Biggie Smalls' album, 27 years later. That's what I see yesterday. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that was real. It's amazing that all of this would transpire on that day.
What's crazy is yesterday was Biggie Smalls' 27th anniversary of Life After Death, and it was also the Diplomat Immunity album 21st anniversary.
Wow. Wow. Check that out. She gets thicker.
It's going on, man. Yeah, man. I was just saying this. So I think yesterday was kind of.
That's eerie, man.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It was just that's kind of crazy, man. I had no idea that, the internet lets you know, because I don't be knowing these dates for my albums or other people's albums, but they will remind you, man. That's all you see?
A lot. I see helicopters all the time.
Okay.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy you guys are having a great day. Okay. So do you have a message to Anthony Davis that you would like to say?
Anthony Davis, the talk is good. The talk is perfectly good, but we're still waiting on you to take over the team and to make sure that the team make it to the playoffs. That's what all big dogs, paws, and alphas do. No Diddy,
Oh, God. Danger. Hell no. Dang.
It definitely does.
It does, right?
Yeah.
It just got a different something to it. I don't know about that one.
In 2020, Mace got really angry on Instagram right after the Grammys. He was blasting Diddy without holding anything back. And you won't believe this, He even brings Diddy into situations where he's not involved, like when Shannon Sharp called Mace a fake pastor.
Hey, John, listen, Shannon. I'm not the one to play with. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to take that road. I'm going to take a different road with you. Listen, let me start with respect and let me end with class, okay?
Yes, that's what they hate.
You started out being very aggressive.
That's what they hate.
John Morant pops at a Laker game. If you are for black people, this is not the way to carry yourself. And let me go further than that. You wanted to be tough with Mike Epps, and you settled quicker than Diddy and Cassie.
Uh-oh.
And thirdly,
he
you
said,
call
listen.
yourself coming at me, right? You want to be aggressive with me, right? Listen, you showed poise, respect, wherewithal, resolve, compassion, reverence. But Skip Bayless, why are you so aggressive anytime somebody black say something? The man said, put your glasses on, and you put your glasses back. Don't play with me. Put your glasses back on. I respect you, and I do not want to go there with you. I respect you.
Mace shared that when he first signed with Bad Boy Records, his business manager cheated him and took off with his money. Many people guessed that Diddy might have arranged for him to have that manager to make him easier to control.
Because I remember when I first got a deal with Bad Boy Records, right? I think it was my first business manager. He ran off not just with my money, he ran off with everybody's money. So we didn't have no money to pay taxes. This nigga ran off with everybody's money. Like we couldn't find him. And it was so easy to just say, oh, DMX ain't got the money because of this, or this person ain't got the money because of that. And then when I look back, I think a bunch of us had I think it was, I don't want to say nobody's name, but it was a few rappers, more than a handful of like.
Niggas, I didn't have a deal with them, but I remember nigga, you Cuda, and then went down to his office, and the office was nothing in it.
Yeah. I was like, what?
No, that's like a movie. Everything was just going.
Someone kill this nigga.
What's the booking agent? He was down there with his pistol. I can't remember the booking agent name. He used to do all them shows back then. I think he was down there with his pistol. I can't forget his name with the boy.
So that's why it just struck a nerve with me, pause, to even hear that, because this was like right when I started going crazy. So I had a few dollars, you know what I'm saying? And then when it came time to pay, I was just like, yo, where's all the money? So I'm asking Kuda, he's like, man, yo, we need to talk. I said, talk?
Oh, shit.
We gotta go down there. So Kuda, we went down there, and like Killer said, I called Killer, I called a few niggas. We got down there, it was nobody in the office. I mean, cleared out like Bruce Almighty when he was talking to, who was that? Who was that he was talking to? Morgan Freeman. There was nothing on the floor.
I remember that.
Yeah,
that's when you and not pocket watching you over the years, but that's when you first started getting. So it wasn't like mad money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was all nigga had. Like,
yeah.
And that's when the name just got on. If it's 60,000, it's 60. I don't care.
Yeah, and this is when you thinking, oh, this can't happen to me, because such and such is up here. So let this be a lesson to all of you that
and not to cut me off,
there.
when he said such and such, just so the audience is clear.
Yeah.
And we're just using fake, not fake names, but he said, what Mason's saying, I know what you're saying, I just want the audience to be clear. What Mason's saying is, he's saying this can't happen to him because Mariah Carey's there, or Jennifer Lopez is there, or DMX is there. So
like Lil Wayne is there. DMX is there. So my money gotta be safe with these people. And it's like, no, not necessarily. That may be the whole play. Because you think all these other people are there, you trust them with your career. And people do this to this day. They just hear that a certain person is with this agency. I'm gonna go with this agency. No, you gotta do the due diligence. Because it doesn't mean because it went well for them, it's going to
go well for you. Ain't
or
that
that
the
the
truth?
company is going to be there when you need your money.
Ain't that
Now,
the truth?
Mace is saying that Diddy
Okay.
is involved with some bad stuff and that Jennifer Lopez helped him hide a gun after a shooting in the 90s. People are wondering if Sean is taking all the blame for everything.
Diddy said, now I'm sure Puppy didn't do it. He is innocent. This proves nothing. This is what his lawyers are going to say. God help us all. And he put the prayer hand emojis. Now, 50 is being sarcastic right here. He's pretty much saying, you know, I've been telling you guys, Puppy is guilty, that there's some truth to it, and where there's smoke, there's fire. And, you know, for the people that say, you know, 50 is just hating on Diddy and, you know, you should always have something negative to say about it, people behind the scenes.
His son got a diss track on 50. That shit, man, what the what? What the motherfucking what? Don't do Diddy. The fuck? What? Stop it.
Been going on, know that this has been happening. We saw the video 50 posted earlier this year where it was Cassie balled up under a blanket on the floor, and Diddy was standing over.
That's
you know,
crazy.
It seems like this is a similar incident, if it's not the same incident, you know, where Cassie was scared for her life.
What you gotta say?
This shit was crazy.
What you gotta say now? You ain't got shit to say. You put your girl on the snap, baby.
No, she don't want to say nothing to your retarded, crazy, psychotic ass. The fuck?
And, you know, clearly being abused, man. So that's what 50 had to say about it.
For years, 50 Cent has been telling everyone about the bad things Sean P. Diddy Combs has done. But until now, not many people listened. Recently, lots of allegations have come out against Diddy. And now people are finally paying attention to what 50 Cent has been saying. The things being said about Diddy are really shocking. To put it simply, Diddy is being accused of doing some very bad things. Allegedly, of course.
Oh, tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes.
Man.
You just haven't seen the show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have a
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that. But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party. It goes like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
And then it will carry on there.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all what's going on. She know what's going on. Yeah.
I'll listen to the music.
Right.
I've heard that song after party.
Right.
But that was at the Holiday Inn, I think. All right, so
Here's the thing. 50 Cent claims that Diddy uses his fame in the music industry to lure new artists to his home, especially for his parties. The main parties end at midnight, but it's what happens at the after
Like he was
parties
fucked
that is
up
really
off
scary.
something that
The
night.
freak on session where they used to do in the studio and all of that over different entertainers' houses and stuff, where they be having them parties where they won't invite you to, and they be like, we having a party tonight, but this ain't your kind of party. You be like, yeah, I know it. Freak on parties, where you go in there and it be, yo, let me tell you something. We used to go in the club. We go into the nightclub, right? And we go and get to the VIP, and all of these girls come around the VIP, and they just be standing there. And like, let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna get back with you. We gotta rewind this back. We used to go to when we go to the club, we used to have these bottles, right? And on this bottle, they be regular Moet bottles.
I mean, I think it's going to really open and broaden everybody's horizons. Yeah, definitely. I was looking for you. I tell you, get your hand out of my pocket, man. Get your hand out of my pocket. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing on the channel. Get your hand out of my pocket, man. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I see what you're doing.
On your channel,
I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. Look at me, man. I see what you're doing, man. Yeah, you're gonna make me. Okay, I'll tell y'all right now. When I want to work with Diddy, I'm gonna physically put my hands on somebody for the ratings. Because he's not gonna outdo me. I'm gonna physically. I'm gonna go to Central Book. Yeah. I'm used to it. I know what it is. But get your hands on. Get off my channel, boy.
You're gonna bring the show. Have you seen that?
Uh-uh. Look at him now. That's all I can say, man. Man. Yeah, alright. And it's more to this. It's more to it.
Simple. Everybody thought 50 Cent had a hidden reason for saying these things.
No, he doesn't. It's the truth. It's true facts.
Music business.
It's just fucked up that 50 Cent had to expose him like that in order for the authorities to get on his neck, to stand on his damn neck. But they did. Just like I did that video when I was at work. I said what I said. Diddy, what the fuck is wrong with you? Who the fuck you think you is? Partner? This is my first time seeing that. But you know, she ain't lying. And you know what? That's something I don't fucking condone. You know what I'm saying? I done been through it. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what the fuck life is about. You know, you distance yourself from motherfuckers like that. You nip the shit in the bud. You know what I'm saying?
And he might harm them.
It's sad that woman had to go through that. It's sad she had to go through that. Sad. I feel for her. And sometimes money ain't gonna cure the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she got paid, but goddamn, why did she have to go through that? Just like, why everybody else had to go through what they go through. But these motherfuckers out here ain't shit. Diddy ain't shit.
That's though. She go in there and answer the questions they ask her.
Now, do you think that's kind of tricky though, don't you think? Because she was with Diddy for like 10 years. You don't think she was part of any of the...
And that's the crazy part. Why would you stick around that goddamn long? 10 years? 10 years of abuse?
For them, they're going to give her immunity over anything.
Come on, man.
They don't want her. They want him. So the DA going to say, yo, listen to me. Anything that you tell us, even though it's a criminal act that you were doing and stuff like that, we're going to give you immunity. You're going to be one of our witnesses. She's going to be witness for the prosecution.
So here's where we stand today. The FBI is investigating allegations of SA, AB, and ST against Diddy and his partners. They raided his home and found lots of evidence. And now they're talking to people who saw what happened to make sure it's all true. 50 Cent would likely be the first to help if the FBI asked for information and proof.
It's exactly what I just said. It's kind of fucked up that 50 Cent, it took 50 Cent to say something for this man to be put where he needs to be put.
I heard that.
Impossible.
That's crazy.
Because I'm a black man.
That's crazy.
I have so many other things to be fearful of. A clown is not going to scare me.
Really?
Yes. I'm not afraid of clowns.
But I heard that you were. There's a major thing that's got everyone buzzing even more. If P. Diddy implicates himself, it might just be game over for his career.
I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! I want to get whatever I want. I have to get it.
Crazy ass man.
Yes! What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down.
Crazy ass man.
I can't do that. What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? I can do it.
Stephen A. Smith breaks down the leak, showing how damaging it is to Diddy's image. All his previous denials are shattered by this single leak. It's like peeing on an electric fence.
What's next? Whatever you want me to do, I will do it. Really?
Last Friday, CNN released an exclusive video of Diddy viciously beating then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a Los Angeles hotel, the Intercontinental Hotel, to be exact, on Avenue of the Stars, that is now closed. The video sent shockwaves throughout the world, which led to Diddy issuing there's no other way to put it, it was a weak-ass apology, on Sunday afternoon. And then yesterday, a new lawsuit was filed against the music mogul by Crystal McKinney, a model and former winner of the MTV show Model Mission. McKinney alleges in the suit that Diddy drugged her and sexually assaulted her
at his recording studio in 2003.
Bad
The
business.
suit goes on to say the music mogul, then 34, forced McKinney, who was 22 at the time, to perform oral sex.
Bad business.
So that was the lawsuit. Now, there's even more bad news for Diddy. Late yesterday, and I would say this is really, really bad. Late yesterday, it was revealed that Curtis Jackson, you know him, 50 Cent, remember him? Reportedly.
Times. I asked this question almost rhetorically, but I'll ask it anyway. When did it become so cool to watch people brutalized and violently attacked and hurt and sometimes maimed and not say anything? When did it become cool to say that you love people that look like you, that you respect people who look like you, that you have a great affinity for people that look like you, but when they need you, you say nothing? When did it be cool to do that? When did it be cool to say how much we love our communities, but say nothing when something happens? When did it become cool to watch people hurt? When did it become cool to watch people take advantage of somebody? When did that become cool? When did that become the standard to say where you were and what kind of person you are?
Okay.
When did it become a trademark, a testament to your street cred that you can say and see something like that and see other things that go on and don't say anything about it? What does it mean? And every time, the thing that bothers me the most is almost every time something like this happens, there'll always be somebody who sideways defends it. Then when they can't, they will make a half-hearted apology and then tell you things like, and obviously there have been people that have been accused and haven't been found, and it's been borne out to be innocent. But there have been a lot of people who wasn't. When did it become cool to equivocate? When did it become cool to dance between the lines, to nuance things that you know are wrong? Would it be cool to you if the same thing that was happening to that woman, young woman, happened to somebody
in your family? Exactly. Exactly.
Happened to somebody you love? Would that be cool?
Exactly. Hell no, it wouldn't be cool. Say that shit.
If there's somebody you think is worthy,
say that
of
shit.
And sympathy.
Okay.
If it's somebody you can relate to. I've liked a great many people who have done things that I can no longer abide and I can't associate with them anymore. A great many people. But I think it depends on how we look at the people who've been brutalized and how we look at the people who are doing the brutalizing. What level of space we will give them and what level of empathy, conversely, we'll give somebody else. When did it become cool to not see something and say something and do something? But when did that become cool?
Yeah.
I just don't understand when this mechanism got switched in some people's head that it's only if somebody's worthy of my attention, if they're worthy of my respect, if they're worthy of my sympathy. People just can't be human. They have to look a certain way or do a certain thing or be from somewhere. When I was a little boy, I remember growing up in my neighborhood, and I only imagined, and I was very young, and I only loved and respected the people in proximity to me. What a small world that was. What a small myopic mind that was. But when you grow up, you do better. When you know better, you do better.
That's true.
We know that these things are wrong. We know them. There's no need for nuances. There's no need for equivocation. There's no need for, you never know. You saw what you saw, and inside that id that you still have, that conscience you still have, knows that it's wrong. We were all born with something in us innately that told us what was right and what was wrong. And we shouldn't let anybody, anything, or any situation silence that, particularly when we need it the most.
Ain't that the truth?
Every day, we provide expert care to thousands
I'm
of patients.
gonna end this live, y'all. I just had to put that up there, cause that's real talk. A lot of facts in there, not lies. It's a lot of facts. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Catch me on the next live.